Good evening,
Good
everyone,
evening,
and welcome to
everyone,
the
and
Beaverton
welcome to the
Community
Beaverton
Band
Community
virtual
Band
auction.
virtual
My
auction.
name is Martin
My name is
Sobelman.
Martin
I'm the
Sobelman.
conductor.
I'm the conductor.
I want to tell you
I
about
want
the
to tell you
Beaverton
about the
Band.
Beaverton
We are
Band.
always
We
rooted
are
in
always rooted in
education, community
education,
outreach,
community outreach.
service, and inspiring music for all for a lifetime. The band was started in 1978 when Beaverton had 30,000 people by a tuba player named Gary Isaacson. He placed an ad in the local paper for those who might want to start a community band and was soon joined by music educators from the Beaverton schools. Their purpose was to show their students, their colleagues, and the community what a wind band could offer. Look what has happened. We have 50 members of all ages playing music for all ages and from all walks of life. Retired, business owners, teachers, engineers, and many others meet to express their love of music. The Beaverton Band is a cultural nonprofit asset in the past, present, and future arts renaissance in our city of Beaverton. How does the band practice outreach? We have played for civic parades and events, neighborhood sponsored concerts, independent living centers, and service clubs throughout Washington County. We have performed in the statewide Oregon Adult Band Festival, now called the Northwest Band Fest, for more than 25 years, and the Festival of Bands in Silverton. We've been the organizers of 5 of these festivals from 2015 to 2020 in conjunction with the music departments at Canby, Molalla, and Rex Putnam High Schools, and we have served bands throughout the state. COVID-19 caused these types of events to go on hiatus, and we are very hopeful to restart these wonderful events in 2022 and 23. For schools, additionally, we have teamed up with local music teachers to support their students through instrument demonstrations, tutorings for individuals and small groups, and in the last 2+ years of virtual education, assistance in producing and disseminating music videos of their student groups. This will be ongoing. Our music mission is inspiring music for all ages. Our band is open to everyone. We program music from varying styles, geography, historical periods, and composers. We regularly feature soloists from within as well as outside the band. Our partnerships with schools extend to offering internships for promising secondary and university students to amp up their learning experience as performers, marketers, public relations specialists, and designers. We sponsor young composers contests for high school students, awarding a small scholarship for the best compositions. And we are a family. We share our life stories, happy and sad. We gather socially. We help each other out when in need. We care for our members. We are a family. Here we are now when Beaverton has 97,000 people 40 years on. Tonight, with your participation, our Beaverton Community Band can keep it happening. Together, as a family, we can truly grow the music. Thank you.
Thank you, Martin. Good evening, everyone, and welcome to the Beaverton Community Band's Grow the Music auction. My name is Elizabeth Rosso, and until last month, I played flute with the Beaverton Community Band. I would still be playing with them, but a new job has taken me to Southeast Washington, close enough to visit, but just a little bit too far to continue playing with the band on a weekly basis. So now I am supporting the band in other ways, like participating in this auction tonight. As Martin mentioned, the Beaverton Community Band is a nonprofit organization made up of musicians with a love of music. So we are not necessarily professional musicians. We are lawyers, engineers, healthcare professionals, teachers, students, parents, children, husbands, wives, and we all share this passion for music that we discovered at an early age and that we want to keep doing until we can't do it anymore. And in addition, we would like to pass that passion on to the next generation. And it's that desire to share our passion for music with the next generation that makes us such fierce advocates for music education and school music programs. We want to get instruments and lessons into the hands of students so that they can enjoy music just like we do and have it enrich their lives like it's enriched our lives. But we need your help to do that. And so that's why we are conducting our very first Grow the Music auction and live stream, giving you an easy way to select from the many choices that our generous donors and sponsors have made available. There are a lot of choices tonight, from a Cancun vacation to a fishing trip on the Columbia River to a log cabin in Idaho. We've even got some Blazers tickets out there. And throughout the night, we will be also showcasing some Beaverton Community Band performances and also giving you a little bit of insight into some of the work that we do in the community. There are a couple of ways that you can join us tonight. If you are joining through Facebook right now, I would encourage you to download the Octria mobile app so that you can bid on our auction packages and donate during the paddle raise. Once you have downloaded the app, just log in using the event website ID, BCB Fundraiser, which is on the screen there in front of you. You can also join by using web browser. Just go to the address that you see there, fundraiser.bid/BCB fundraiser, and you can support our efforts this evening that way too. And in addition to all of those exciting experience packages that I mentioned that we're going to be auctioning off tonight, we are also going to do a raffle for a $500 Amazon gift card. Each chance only costs you $25, and we are only selling 100 chances. So the odds are good, and the more chances you buy, the better those good odds get. So be sure to get your chances for that $500 Amazon gift card before they're gone. All right, that is enough logistics, I think. Let's get the fun starting by hearing from our president, Maine Mahasi.
Hi there. I play trumpet in the Beaverton Community Band, and we are preparing music for our next concert, June 26th, at the Reeser in Beaverton, that will be music devoted entirely to the game of baseball. My name is Maine Mahasi, and I am the president of the Beaverton Community Band. Like many musicians, my journey started at a young age at 6, when my dad gave me his trumpet to play. Through the years, it was tough keeping up with it because what boy does not like to instead go outside and play? I kept up with it though, with the right encouragement, and because, well, it brought a sort of balance to my life through school, later in the Air Force, working in the lumber industry, and finally retiring from high tech. Perhaps you know what I mean if you are one of those musicians that started out in school, but put the instrument down for other priorities. What others do not have that I did was encouragement and positive support to continue to play. That meant lessons, tutors, instruments in good repair, and even music. This is why we're holding the auction, to help address those needs in local schools. Auction is focused on augmenting school band programs that might fall short of their funding goals. Through providing funds for tutors, music purchase, instrument repair, and many other areas of need. But we cannot do it without your help. Your help is needed because school budgets are unable to address all the demands for funding. And without your support, some students might not have access to the right tools and musical encouragement to discover how music can bring joy in its many forms. I was fortunate enough so that today I am able to play in the Beaverton Community Band, play principal trumpet in the Beaverton Symphonic Orchestra, and in the Oregon Symphonic Band, your top local performing arts organization. So thank you for listening. And we hope that you will participate in our first ever auction and maybe catch our concert in June as well. Now, I probably should get back to practicing. Thank you.
Thanks, Maine. When you join the Beaverton Community Band, you are instantly a part of a family. And that is one of the first things that I loved about this band. You are a part not only of your own section, but the band as a whole. And you can get involved beyond just playing your instrument and participating as a musician. All you have to do is ask. And that camaraderie and that family feeling goes beyond rehearsals and concerts. We have picnics, we have dinners together. We support each other when we need a little encouragement or a lot, depending on what life throws at us. And so we are not only a community group, but we are also a family. And there is a lot more to love about the Beaverton Community Band. We are dedicated to community outreach and community education, working hard to bring music to the next generation. Our members volunteer in schools. We partner with school band directors to mentor and perform with their students. We did a concert with the students at Jesuit High School right before I moved out here to Southeast Washington. As Martin mentioned at the beginning, we do the annual Northwest Band Festival in conjunction with Rex Putnam High School and other high schools in the Beaverton area, at least pre-COVID. And we do hope to get back to those. But we didn't let COVID stop us. We arranged to have some rehearsals outdoors in a socially distanced manner so that we could continue to rehearse as a group. We had the generosity of VFM Horse Farm. They allowed us to use their farm for rehearsal for us and training for their horses, actually, so that the horses would be used to loud music. And so we were able to continue to rehearse in a safe manner through COVID, and actually to even put on an outdoor socially distanced concert so that the community could continue to enjoy music and have their lives enriched by music. And we're looking forward to doing more things like that in the future. Hopefully we can begin introducing some of our younger audience members to the different instruments during intermission at our concerts. It's these types of things that we enjoy doing, to bring the music and bring that experience and that enrichment into the community to the next generation so that we can keep it going. And the students of today can carry on that tradition and that joy. And that is why we are here tonight as well, because we need your support and your help in doing that. And so joining us now to help with our fundraising to grow the music is professional benefit auctioneer Patrick Siver. Hi, Patrick.
Hey, Elizabeth, how are you?
I'm good. How are you?
It's a beautiful day here in Beaverton, and what a day to start growing the music. What do you think?
I think this is the perfect day to start growing the music.
Absolutely. I'm just so honored to join you and the band community tonight to grow the music. The BCB has such a rich history of giving back to our community through its concerts and general goodwill. I've been inspired to know the commitment BCB has for sharing their love of music and all of its endless benefits with the youth, and I hope that they will acquire this passion for music and carry the torch moving forward. Mm-hmm. And so let's see if we can't provide some fuel to make that happen a little bit. I want to share with our audience a little bit about how we're going to raise money tonight. We're going to have a live auction, and we've got an online auction going on, but I'm going to start with our paddle raise. And this is because the giving never has to end tonight, Elizabeth. It can, folks can give whenever they feel comfortable. And so now's the time we're going to come together and raise our virtual bid paddles in support of the Beaverton Community Band's effort to grow the music. And what's going to happen is over the next few minutes, we're going to work through a series of levels, Elizabeth. And when I reach a level that matches our audience's commitment to help BCB grow the music and agrees with their pocketbook, we're going to ask them to click on the donation button on that Octria app directly below this live stream, right? So if they followed and they're watching us right now on the Octria app, if they just scroll down a little bit, they'll see that there's a donation button with several different options, and they can make the choice of their own, or they can make a custom choice and an amount that's meaningful to them. And so we'll just work our way through that. And in the meantime, we're going to see some wonderful performances and learn more about what the BCB has done to grow the music so far. And it will be absolutely wonderful. So I want to start with just being a little aggressive, because that's what I do, Elizabeth. I mean, I'm in fundraising, right? I mean, you know, I got to ask, right? I want to ask our friends out there. I mean, I'm watching the bidding going on. We've had the online auction now been up for about a week, and people have been bidding fast and furiously, and it's exciting to see. I get a little green square on my screen every time somebody bids, Elizabeth. So it's kind of fun to watch the blinking green screens right now. But I want to ask our audience out there, if you're in a position to make a gift tonight to the Beaverton Community Band, and it's not just for the band, but it's for the work the band does, right, Elizabeth? It's for helping grow the music, and I can't think of a better time in our society that we need programs like what BCB has done to help young people. Embrace the arts and learn about the arts. And it's not going to come through the standard traditional school budget. So we need our audience to step up and click on one of those buttons that's meaningful to you, and know it'll be meaningful to the Beaverton Community Band as we grow the music tonight. And while we're doing that, I want to start off, Elizabeth. This is a fun project. We're going to share a few words from our good friend Jen Stone. She's the band director over at Cedar Park Middle School. Let's take a look.
My name is Jen Stone, and I'm the band director at Cedar Park Middle School in Beaverton. Last year during the pandemic, my band classes had to be taught entirely over Zoom. I still wanted to give my students a performance experience because that's what we do as musicians. We share our hard work and talent with others. The Beaverton Community Band was there to help make that happen. My students video recorded themselves playing at home, and then I passed the recordings to the community band, and they were able to do sound and video editing and even add some of their own recordings to the mix to, fill in missing parts. The outcome was a really cool video that combined the students' recordings and gave them the full band experience. It was something the kids were proud of and shared with their family members. Even grandparents that lived across the country get to see the video of their kids perform. Music is naturally such a social activity that quarantining and social distancing was a big setback in getting kids engaged in music. Collaborating with the Beaverton Community Band on this project made it easier to reach those kids and show them that there are people in their community that care about them and their music education.
How cool is that?
That is very cool. And the piece that they worked on, Patrick, was called Creatures in the Attic. And it is a piece that is, let's just listen to it and see.
Let's take a look. What an awesome, awesome project.
Yes, it's all the creatures in your attic coming alive at night.
I mean, now, would we have ever done that before COVID?
I don't think we would have, but it's a way to keep kids engaged, to keep musicians engaged, and to play together when we can't be together. And it's just incredible that we were able to do that. And it wasn't an easy project. The teacher has to PDF each part and send it to the students, and then they listen to it on their headphones so that it sort of imitates being there in a group playing with others. They're listening to the other parts while they play their own in time with what they're hearing, and make a recording, make a video of themselves doing that. And then they sent all the videos back to the Beaverton Community Band, and our experts, not me, other experts in the band, were able to align the audio and smooth it out, and take the videos and arrange them like you saw, so that the kids are playing together in a band on the screen.
Right.
And you saw those ghost figures sort of at the bottom, right?
Right. Yeah.
Those were the missing parts that we didn't have. That was actually the director, Jen Stone, adding those trombone and trumpets and those ghost images on the bottom so that the piece would have all of the proper instrumentation. And then, our experts in the band, not me, added the animation and the backgrounds to produce that final performance. And that took about 40 hours of volunteer time from members of the band to produce that.
Wow. Well, I saw Martin's name come across here a couple of times playing the clarinet parts, and I mean, but doesn't that really speak to the family community that you talked about, Elizabeth? I mean, in the band, this was something that, hey, our world got turned upside down. We can all go and mope, or we can continue to learn and do something that continue to pursue our passion. But what sticks out to me, Elizabeth, when I watched that was, and that's why I asked the question, and I saw that our good buddy Maine is probably running the BCB YouTube page, saying, nope, without COVID, we would not have done this, right?
Right.
And so it means a lot to me that the band came together, and instead of feeling sorry for themselves, they not only did something that allowed them to continue to pursue their passion for music, but it also helped the community. It helped the kids, right? I mean, what a fascinating deal. And speaking of helping, we've received some donations here, Elizabeth, and I want to give a couple of shout outs if I could. I want to thank Keith Burgess. Keith came in with a very generous $250 donation. How about that? Big virtual round of applause for our buddy Keith Burgess. And Kip Spear, I may not be saying that right because there's a couple of P's and an E there, but I know I've got Spear right. And I want to thank Kip coming in with a gift of $75. So thank you so very, very much. And earlier we had gifts of $100 from Barb Reese, and she gave twice. She's given a total of $150, and that's fantastic. And Matthew Mertz coming in with a gift, and Kimberly Reed coming in with a gift also. So we got to keep the going. We're trying to grow the music here, right? So big thank you. And it's Kippy, I'm hearing from my buddy in the peanut gallery. There he is. I can't get him to smile backstage, but I'll get him to smile eventually. But yeah, no, thank you so very much for chiming in. And hey, I want to encourage our viewers to, we've got quite a few folks that are tuning in from around, be sure to say hello in the chat and tell us where you're tuning in from and your connection to BCB. If you're just a fan, if you're a musician, if you want to be a musician, whatever it is, please share a little hello to us, and we'd love to hear that. Hey, folks, we're going to move to our next level of giving, and at this point, literally anything that is meaningful to you, know that it's going to be meaningful to the kids that are benefiting from the work that the Beaverton Community Band is doing in our community to grow the music. So just, scroll down underneath your view window right now where you're watching Elizabeth and I, and click on a button that's meaningful to you, and know that it will definitely be meaningful to these young people. And while we do that, Elizabeth, there's another project and another good friend of ours over at Mountain View Middle School. And let's hear what Heidi Frazier has to say for us tonight.
Hi there, my name is Heidi Fraser, and I am a band director in Beaverton at Mountain View Middle School. I also happen to be a clarinet player and a good friend of Martin Sobelman. I wanted to take a few minutes to talk to you about the impact that the Beaverton Community Band has had on my band program. I've been the band director at Mountain View in Beaverton for about 5 years now, but Martin almost immediately contacted me about how the Beaverton Community Band could help out at Mountain View. I've had musicians from the group come in during some of my beginning classes to help tutor my young beginning band students, and to talk with my 8th graders about what being a musician is like as an adult, that you can have a job and you can still be a musician. And they got to hear that different and very important perspective. Last year, during perhaps one of the most difficult and challenging years of my career, Martin and the band, again, innovated in a way that really helped us out. We were completely virtual, meaning that I was teaching band from a room in my upstairs, and all of my students were these black little screens, and they were just listening to me talk to them and play instruments for them, hoping that they were participating and playing along. Martin and Maine came up with the idea to put on a virtual band concert. And there are so many skills that I have as a band director and as a teacher, but I do not have the skills to put together a virtual band concert. And I was afraid I wasn't going to be able to do that last year. And they decided to put that together for us. So all I had to do was tell the kids that we are going to do this and we are going to put this together for Mountain View. And we prepared a piece of music. They practiced the piece of music and they submitted their video recordings. And I put them all together in a Google folder and gave it to Maine. And a little while later, we got some wonderful finished products. We actually got 2 performances done, one for my jazz band and one for my 7th and 8th grade combined group. And it was really the only performances that we were able to put together that year in a meaningful way. And I just really appreciate their innovation and their connectivity to our community. And it's a testament to them as musicians and people, and we really, really appreciate them. So thank you so much to the Beaverton Community Band for everything that you do. We see you, we appreciate you, we love you, and we look forward to working with you in the future. Thanks so much.
Wow. Another unbelievable impact. I mean, I can't imagine being a teacher during this period of time, the last couple of years, and the challenges that it must have presented. But, once again, Beaverton Community Band showed up, no different than it does at civic celebrations, no different than it does at its concerts. It showed up for these kids, and that's way, way, way too awesome. I just can't imagine. It had to be fun for you to be a part of all that.
Yeah, it is. And I mean, I think you can really see the dedication that we have to the music and to the kids and to the music education, and across schools, across groups. I mean, you heard Heidi say that they got 2 concerts, one for her jazz band and one for her combined band, and I think it shows. It's encouraging to me that the kids are into it too. I think it shows that there is an impact and that there is a desire there.
Yeah.
And it's it's a lot of fun to be a part of that.
Yeah, I mean, you and I were talking earlier about how I equated it to sports, right? If you don't have a
Mhm.
game coming up, it's tough to commit yourself to practice and continuing your passion. And you shared with me it's similar in music with performances, right?
It is. If, I could practice by myself in my room all day long, but you don't have that motivation there that you're working towards something and that you are a part of something, it's cliche to say you're part of something bigger than yourself, right? But
Yeah,
you are part of this larger group that is putting on a performance for the larger community, and you're working towards that goal. And
yeah,
that is great motivation.
yeah. It's fantastic. How about we take a look at about one of the finished products? What do you think?
Yeah, I think we've got a video of the piece called Fury that we could take a look at.
Let's take a look. Yeah, wow. Are you kidding me? I mean, when I see those credits, I'm just in awe of the number of people involved to make that happen. As a novice, I'm on the other end and I hear it, but I never imagine that. When you get to see it, wow, how cool is that?
Yeah, yeah, very cool. Definitely a community event.
Yeah, and what's unique, right? I say often in what I do that there's been a lot of positive things that have come out of COVID, as odd as that statement sounds, right? And
Mhm.
one of them is that these young people who performed on these videos, they have something that they can take and share. They could have sent that all around the country. They could have sent it to all their friends, maybe grandparents, maybe relatives that otherwise wouldn't have the opportunity to see them perform, could
Mhm.
get to see them. I mean, it becomes a living piece of history, right? And as Maine had shared earlier, nobody would have ever thought of doing that. And it took the BCB to step in. I mean, teachers were overwhelmed. This wasn't going to be something they came up with on their own, right?
Right.
Uh, and the kids were starving for something to do. Just I just applaud everything, and so are others. I see Carrie Basinger just made a gift of $100. Thank you so very much, Carrie, for your incredible generosity. And we're starting to get some comments in here. I want to throw up. Here's a good one, because this is from Lena Yamasaki. I'm not a musician, but my mother is Yoshi Yamasaki, who has been playing with BCP for many years. Yes, she has. I have not supported at many concerts in the past, but so hoping to contribute tonight. Well, Lena, we would love to have your support, and I have it on good inside knowledge that we might very well see your mom here in a few minutes, right? Is that a fair statement?
I think we might.
Absolutely. No, that's fantastic. And Maine, coming in from the peanut gallery, shared that that one took more than 80 hours to do because of all the kiddos. So that's just fantastic. I mean, awesome stuff. I want to thank Stephen Boyles for giving us a little like out there on Facebook. Thanks for tuning in tonight, Steve. Hey, folks, be sure, please stop, drop a chat and say hello and let us know you're tuned in. We're going to be moving on in our program, but the giving doesn't have to stop. Like I said, Elizabeth, at any moment, somebody wants to feel that urge. They see something and they recognize that the passion and the commitment to the community goes way beyond showing up at a concert and practicing and playing, that the BCB is making a difference in our community by giving back, helping these young people, and really making sure that this tradition continues, right? Please feel free to go to the homepage of the website and for the auction tonight for Grow the Music. And there's at the bottom, there's an opportunity to make a donation of any size, anything that is comfortable for you. And we will be very, very appreciative. And we're going to be moving into our live auction here in a few minutes. But before we do that, hey, it looks like Lena's sharing that Yoshi is in Japan tonight. Well, Lena, if you can, go ahead and text her with the website. And from Japan, she is happy to tune in. She is happy to tune in wherever she may be. We'd love to have her tune in and say hello from Japan, right? How cool would that be? So as we move forward, hey, this is going to be our last call, folks, for raffle tickets. I'm going to close the Amazon raffle here as soon as after we do this first live auction package. Now, as we get ready to do that, folks, I do want to share with you a few things that you need to know about live auctions and live streams, okay? And that is that there is a delay from when I say something here in our studios, or Elizabeth says it in her studio, and when you actually hear it. And it's dependent on your speed of internet and the processing power of computers and all sorts of things, right? And so I'm going to encourage you as we go through our live auction that you do not wait for me, okay? I'm going to highly encourage you that whatever item that we are on will be on the screen, okay? Directly below our viewing window where you're watching the show right now. And it will show you what the current bid is and what you need to be at. And that is a lot faster than waiting to hear what Elizabeth and I say. Okay. So fair warning, folks, please do not think you're going to be able to twist your ear or you're going to give me one of these thumbs ups because I can't see it. Hit that bid button when it is time to bid. Okay. And we will see that bid immediately and we'll recognize it. I will be closing our first 5 packages or our live auction packages. I'll be closing those as we go through them. Elizabeth will introduce them, and then I will give you a few minutes, tell you where the bidding is, give you a few minutes to place your last and final bids, and then we'll close those items right here, right? So, Elizabeth, what's our first package tonight?
Well, Patrick, our first package is a professional guided salmon fishing trip. It's a spectacular fishing trip for 2 that will take you to the coast or the Willamette River or the Columbia River, depending on the fishing conditions. But regardless of where you end up, you will be in good hands with professional guide and owner of Real Life Fishing Adventures, David Klistoff. And we're even going to throw in a basket of wine. so that the winning bidder has plenty of refreshment to pair with their catch and to enjoy while they share their fish stories. Oh, that's fishing stories. Sorry.
So at least it's not fishy stories, right?
Very true. Very true.
This sounds like a wonderful package, and whether I'm sure David is a incredible guide. But I've always been told it's not the arrow, it's the Indian, right? So even with a great guide, occasionally you get skunked if you're not a very good fisher person. But that's okay because you've got this wonderful basket of wine. It's got 4 bottles of wine in it. So I mean, this is a great package. And right now it looks like I'm going to try to pronounce his name, but I'm going to say Brandon Weineke Painshod is our high bid right now at $175. And our next bid needs to be at $200. We're going in $25 increments right now. I want to thank our buddy Todd Newman for chiming in and giving us a big love on Facebook tonight. Thank you, Todd. Great to have you in the show with us. Thanks for tuning in. But our current high bid is with Brandon, and Brandon is looking like he's going to be going fishing unless somebody steps up and places a bid really soon. But I'm going to give you just a couple of minutes to do that, folks. And all you have to do is hit that bid now button right there under our live stream window. You will see the current item. We're on item number 1, the professional guided trip, salmon fishing trip. This is a awesome. You go to the Willamette, go to the Columbia, all dependent, even fishing over on the coast, all depends on what the current conditions are and what your expert guide, David, thinks is best for you to fill the boat with salmon. So we're at 175 is the current bid. This is way undervalued, folks. This is an awesome trip. I think it's for 2. Yeah, it is for 2. Mm-hmm. While you place those last and final bids, we're going to hear from another teacher, another music teacher, Elizabeth, and he's now retired, but he's from Aloha K8. Let's welcome Kai Wong to our program tonight.
Several years ago, Mr. Silverman approached me and offered help to our middle school band program. At that time, our school only had middle school general music classes. There were no band, no choir, no other enrichment programs. Our school is a Title I school with 75% minorities, and over 85% of the families are on the free food program. So the best thing that we can offer to our students is a 10-week instrumental study on clarinet and trumpets. Mr. Soberman and Mr. Mahachi came in and offered their expertise to help these students. They taught them both individually and in groups. They have greatly helped our students and encouraged them to continue learning the instrument. One of my clarinet students told me the lessons were fun and engaging, and another student said it is amazing to know so much you can do on the trumpet. I'm grateful for their support and their impact to our students. In the following school year, we got an approval from our administrators to build our own middle school programs from scratch. With the inspiration of Mr. Soberman and Mr. Mahachi, our first year band has 66 students enrolled out of 182 middle school students. What a great influence, and thanks their contribution to music program to our school. We are grateful.
I mean, is there a school that the BCB did not touch? I mean, this is incredible.
Yeah. I mean, I think if we could touch every school, we would like very much to do that. And even, you heard, even schools without a music program, I mean, we're not afraid to step in and build it from scratch. That's how much that means to us.
Yeah. I mean, that's just fascinating to me and amazing. And the appreciation is so awesome to see how much people appreciate it. Hey, we've got a question here from Lena, and she is asking, about what is the requirement for when the guided fishing trip has to be booked. I'm under the impression, Lena, that we may not know the exact answer. I know that it is definitely, Maine might chime in here, I suspect, but I'm under the impression it is coordinated with our fishing guide, and that will, it'll be something mutually decided between you and the fishing company. So, and he's chimed in there. I see it now. But I think you're going to coordinate. Our winner of the package will coordinate with David Klistoff, and he will, pick a best time for you to maximize your fun and a good time that works at a time that works in your calendar. And that photo of him fishing is pretty strong. So I think it might work really well. Also depends on what is running. So he's pretty flexible. As we know, that's an art, not a science in many ways, right? As much as we like to call things science today, some are still art, right? But right now, I hope that answers your question, Lena. I'm gonna close that item down here pretty soon. I see folks have been trying to buy some Amazon gift cards, so I'm going to keep that open for a few more minutes, just a couple of more minutes on the Amazon gift card. But we are going to close down the fishing trip here. It's at 175 with Brandon, and I'm going to close it down in about 10 seconds. So, Lena, if you were thinking of bidding, now is the time. Need to be at $200 to bid. Anybody can get in, folks. The water is warm, and get in there at $200 would be an incredible experience for two folks. Best fishing around with our buddy David Klistoff is an incredible guide and going to pick the best water and the best time for you to go that works in your schedule. Need to be at $200 to bid, or I'm going to shut her down here in about 5 seconds. About 5 more seconds, and we're going to go ahead and close that one down. And 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and we have sold it. We have sold it to Brandon Weinecke Painshod for $175, supporting the Beaverton Community Band and its efforts to grow the music, right? How cool is that? We're off and running in our live auction there, Elizabeth. How about it?
We are. And
where are we going next?
And congratulations.
Absolutely.
All right. Are we ready for package number 2?
Yes, we are.
All right. This is the luxury hotel stay in Sedona. It's a 2-night stay at the nationally acclaimed El Portal Hotel in Sedona, Arizona. It was selected as an architectural masterpiece by Keep Sedona Beautiful and is Sedona's only arts and crafts Adobe hotel. This boutique hotel was designed and built with your pet's needs in mind, with tile and wood flooring throughout, while at the same time offering guests the best in modern amenities and unparalleled concierge services. As you might guess, it's not a traditional hotel or resort. They provide their guests with the comforts of home, including your pets, and the superior services of a 4-star hotel at an excellent value. And not only will the winning bidder have this incredible experience in Sedona, Patrick, but we're going to throw in another basket of wine for their enjoyment.
I love the BCB with basket of wine with everything. How about that, huh? How much fun is that? This is perfect. Hey, and it looks like right now our buddy Kippy Spear is all over it at $325. But BJ was bidding also, and BJ, it's time to bid again, buddy. It is definitely time to bid again because Kippy has the lead right now at $325. This is again undervalue, folks. We don't want to. We're raising money here, so this has like nearly over $900 value for these 2-night stay and the wine. What an incredible opportunity for somebody to not only just get this trip or get this opportunity to stay at this really unique hotel, right? I mean, take your animals with you. How much fun is that? It's I got 2 dogs, and it's like you question whether you go somewhere or not because you got to figure out what to do with them, and then you feel bad because you'd really like to take them with you. I mean, it's hey, looky there. Our buddy Lena is in the game. She just stepped in at $350. Lena, thank you so very much for your generous bid. But I'm not done yet, Lena. I'm not done. Kippy, come on back to the party. Don't let Lena take it from you. All right. that's gonna be awesome. So we'll, let's there's some fine details in there. Make sure you read the whole package if you would, folks. It's on the it's right below the viewing window, right where you're bidding. All the details are right there for you. And be sure to make sure you know what you're bidding on. But regardless, I want to make sure everybody understands that every bid tonight, Elizabeth, whether you win an item or you don't win an item, is raising money for BCB to grow the music, right? So just hit that bid button. Hit that bid button and bid high and bid often, folks. This is awesome. And while you're making those final bids, let's enjoy a performance if we could. This is a performance by the Beaverton Community Band of John Philip Sousa's March he created in 1924 for the Ancient and Honorable Artillery Company. Here we go. Wow. Now, did I see Elizabeth in that?
You did. Yeah, I was still there. I was still a part of the family back then.
Yeah, well, you're always going to be a part of the family, Elizabeth. Don't use that one on me. Right? I know better than that. I've been around Maine a little bit too long here in the last few months to know that once a part of the family, you're always part of the family, hopefully.
Yeah, no, I think that's true. And again, that's one of the things I love about this group. And I love a good march too. I know not everybody agrees with me, but I enjoy them.
Yeah, no, it's fabulous. I hear a little bit of all Lang Syne in there, and I understand that was part of the whole concept when John Philip Sousa wrote that.
It was, yeah, and it makes us all feel a little bit festive too, I think.
Doesn't it though? Yeah, we've got a couple of comments in here. I want to our buddy, as always, this performance, as are others at the Village Church in Beaverton off of Murray, usually on Sunday afternoons. So is that a pretty common time for you guys to play? Is that correct?
Yes, yeah. All of our formal concerts are usually there at 3 p.m. on a Sunday afternoon. And then as other opportunities come up for us to engage with the community, whether at the Beaverton Farmers Market or in other locations, then those might float throughout the day a bit, if you will. But the formal concerts are always at 3 p.m. on a Sunday.
Yeah, and so it's always, I know we're gonna drop this a couple of times out there tonight, but folks can always go to this address and catch the schedule of upcoming concerts, right? So I want to
Yes.
make sure, beauty of virtual events is you can always reverse and go back and catch that link. But definitely want to make sure that you catch the BCB live. Hey, speaking of live, our live auction is going on right now, and Randolph Isles is now in the lead at $400. BJ came back and was at $375, but you're going to need to be at $425 if you're going to stay at the Sedona Luxury Hotel stay with your pets. There's not very many places in Portland you can take your pets right now and stay in a 4-star experience right here. So Randolph is in the lead at $400. BJ, you're at $375, and Lena, you're still welcome to join. You're part of the family. And we need to be at $425 to bid. At $425. The virtual is a little tougher on me as an auctioneer, Elizabeth, because I can't see the bidders, right?
Right.
And but I love to talk fast, as you know. So I'm bid $400 out of bid now, quarter now, $425 to bid. Need to be at $425, or we're going to wrap it up here in just a couple of seconds. Need to be at $425 to bid. At $425 to bid. Come on back, BJ. This is still a deal. This is a $900 package, and you get a basket of wine, Elizabeth.
You do.
You get to take the animals, a basket of wine, and 2 nights at the El Portal in Sedona. I mean, I don't know about you, but I could use a little Sedona sunshine right about now.
I could use a little Sedona sunshine right about now, too.
In fact, I hear the wind's not blowing as hard in Sedona as it is in Kennewick tonight.
That sounds about right. The wind in Kennewick seems to never stop.
Yeah, absolutely. Hey, folks, we're going to shut this one down. You've only got about 5 more seconds to bid. And like I said earlier, folks, please do not wait to hear my voice telling you to bid, because as soon as you are ready to bid, hit that blue bid button and place your bid, because you may miss out because there is a delay from when I say something. And as my buddy Bill Shonley would say, there we go. Kippy Spear is in at $425. Now, see, Kippy, I saw you come in right then at $425. Need to be at $4.50 to bid. Come on back, Randy. Randolph needs to come in at $450. Or BJ, you can play too. Jenna, Alina, come on in at $4.50. We're at $425. Now $4.50 to bid. Need to be at $4.50 to bid. At $4.50 to bid. I'm bid $425. Need to be at $4.50. We're raising money to grow the music, folks. This is just a bonus if you're taking your pets to the El Portal and enjoying this incredible basket of wine. There are 4 wines in there. They're great wines. It's $425 right now. Kippy looks like he's going to have all the fun. At $425, need to be at $4.50. At $450 to bid. At $450 to bid, or I'm going to sell it. Need to be at $450. I'm going to sell it, Randolph. You've come this far, buddy. It's going to be raining in Portland when you're at the El Portal with your animals and having a good time. Need to get the bid up, or we're going to shut it down. Here we go. We're about to close it down, and we're going to close it down in 5, 4, 3, 2. There we go. BJ is back in at $4.50. At $4.50. Now we're at $4.50. Need to be at $475 to bid. At $475 to bid. At $475 to bid. At $475. Need to be at $475 to bid. I'm bid $450 with BJ Bruce at $4.50. Need to be at $475. Come on, Kippy. Time to go. Let's go, Kippy. Need to be at $475. Randolph, $475. Hasn't cost you a dime yet, Randolph. Need to be at $475 to bid. At $475 to bid. Supporting the incredible, Fury. We saw the Fury. We saw the Creatures in the Attic. We heard from our buddy Kai over there at Aloha High or Aloha K8. You guys are making a difference in the community, and it doesn't happen without resources, because I know from talking to Maine that we're trying to put instruments in kids' hands. We're trying to repair instruments. we're also trying to provide lessons, right? We're providing, it's incredible that they have a music director or conductor for their school band program, but that person's not necessarily qualified to teach in every single instrument that participates, right, Elizabeth?
Right. And, they certainly are broadly talented, but, one person can't do everything. And
Absolutely.
I think we all know that, when school budgets get pinched, it's the arts that suffer first.
Yeah.
And so that makes it even more important for us to be able to go in there and supplement those budgets and be force multipliers for the music educators so that we can share the passion and grow the music.
Absolutely. And Randolph is trying to grow the music himself right now. We're at 475. BJ need to be at 500 at 500 a bid. I like 500. It's a much more round number than 4 3/4. Need to be at $500 to bid. We're 475 looking for 500. Need to be at 500 at 500 to bid. We're 475 looking for 5. Need to be at 500. Am I going to sell it to Randolph for 475? He's going to be having all the fun. He's got the basket of wine. He's taking his pets down to the El Portal in beautiful Sedona, Arizona, where the Oregon Duck women's golf team is going to be playing for the national championship tomorrow in Scottsdale at Greyhawk Golf Club. Randolph is going to be heading to El Portal. If somebody doesn't bid 500 right now, need to be at 500 bid at 500 to be. Here we go. I love it. Come on, give me some more to work with here. Chrysanthemum 828. Now that probably means something to you, Elizabeth, doesn't it?
I told you not everybody will agree with me that they love a march. That's okay.
I promise you that horn players are not excited about playing Sousa, but we do love to hear his music. Well, thank you for chiming in, Chrysanthemum 828. And Kippy is this a white flag virtually? I mean, are you waving the white handkerchief on me? This early, Kippy? Come on now. I'd expect more. Hey, Randolph is in at 475. Need to be at 500 to bid. At 500 to bid. We're going to sell it at 475. All in, all done, folks. Here we go in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And we have sold it. $475 to help grow the music from our good friend Randolph Isles. And he is headed to Sedona and the incredible El Portal. And our next package now, Elizabeth, has this ever been a something that you've wanted to do?
Maybe. This is a really unique experience. Live package number 3, you can be the maestro. If you have ever wanted to be on the podium in front of the band in a live performance, this is your chance. The successful bidder will get coaching lessons from the Beaverton Community Band conductor, Maestro Martin Sobelman. You will rehearse with the band and conduct a composition at one of the 2022-2023 season concerts. And, Patrick, you guessed it, we're adding a basket of wine to this package also.
Well, I might have to consume the basket of wine to get up in front of that audience with a conductor's wand in my hand. But what a unique opportunity for someone, And when I saw this, and Maine was sharing it with me that we were going to be doing this, and I haven't had the honor to. I did meet Martin on a phone call. What a unique opportunity, and what a great way for somebody to purchase this, and whether it's for themselves or, it could be for that special young person in their life or that special, child or grandchild that could really benefit and help grow their passion for the arts by sharing this incredible opportunity to be the maestro. And I've got to tell you, I'm a little embarrassed at where this is because Jacob is our high bidder, which I'm very, very appreciative of Jacob, but we're at $50. And folks, we need to raise some more money. We definitely need to raise some more money. And so let's get it going. We need to be at $75 as our next increment, Elizabeth, at $75. I mean, the wine alone is worth more than that. I can't even put a price on Martin's time and tutelage, and then to be able to stand up in front of the band and wave the wand. I mean, to conduct, be the maestro for a performance. What an incredible opportunity. So, let's get after this. This is going to be a lot of fun. I'm at $50 with Jacob. Patience, you were bidding earlier. Jacob got us started, but anybody can get in. This would be a great package to help introduce somebody. Or if maybe you've been a big fan of the arts for many years and sat in the audience and always wondered how cool it would be to be able to stand up there and conduct the band. This is the package for you folks. And we got a little back and forth going out there. Chrysanthemum is all over it. This is Carrie borrowing my daughter's YouTube account. That's awesome. Carrie, way to go. Carrie is in charge out there at the BCB. And then she says, Maine, I don't see the French horn. So here we go. Welcome, Carrie. What horn players don't like off beats? Well, I don't even know if we're supposed to say that out loud, but I'm going to do it. Hey, folks, on August 31st of 2002, the world of jazz lost one of its largest ambassadors, Lionel Hampton, turned off at age 94. In addition to 60 years of career, this king of the swing, virtuoso of the vibraphone, of which he was the first jazz man to make it to a solo instrument. Played with the most of the other jazz giants, from Benny Goodman to Charlie Parker, from Louis Armstrong to Miles Davis. This is a tribute to Lionel, is a musical tribute to this outstanding artist, performed by the Beaverton Community Band's own virtuoso and Lena Yamasaki's mom, Yoshi Yamasaki. The following is excerpted from the complete performance. Let's take a look. This has been my favorite to watch so far. Let's take a look. Wow. Wow.
Yeah.
Wow. And as Maine pointed out, she's not even looking at the music.
That's what I was going to say. The music is on that stand there, but I don't think she looked at it once.
I don't even know what to say.
Yeah. I mean, it just gives you an example of the amazing talent we have in this group. I loved being a part of that. I love watching it. It's fantastic. And, if you would like to be the maestro, you can conduct that talent and, be there. You don't even have to face the audience. That's the secret. The conductor has his back to the audience. So you don't even have to worry about being in front of a group of people.
Yeah, it's perfect, right? I mean, I've often wondered if I could auction from behind. I mean, that would be cool. And hey, it so moves me. I mean, I don't know if it was Yoshi's performance or the whole band or just the whole night, but I placed a bid on this myself, Elizabeth, because I want to make a gift. I've placed a bid of $200 on this, and I did so. Somebody can outbid me. That's great. Feel free, but if you want to outbid me, please do, because we're here to grow the music. But if for some reason I'm able to win this, I'm gonna give it to Maine, and I want him to find a young person, talk to the music directors at the different youth programs around in the Beaverton district, and identify someone who could really, it would maybe make a difference in their life to have this opportunity. I think that would be really cool. So I don't want to close it too fast and take advantage of it. At the same time, I'm looking at the bidding, and there hasn't been any exciting bidding on it. I'm not going to give the wine though. Okay, Maine. If I win this package, I am going to keep the wine. But this is, I am going to sell it to myself here at $200 to support the program. And I'm just so happy to be a part of what you're doing tonight. I've enjoyed the journey over the last few months working with Maine and learning more about what you do. I had no idea the incredible impact you're having in our community, and I applaud that, and happy to support what you guys are doing tonight. So let's move on to our next package, which is really pretty cool. This is a good time.
Yeah, this is rope yourself a cabin. You can warm up by the fire after a day enjoying your time in the Sawtooth Mountains, Ketchum, Haley, and the Sun Valley, Idaho area, Wednesday, October 5th through Saturday, October 8th. And the reason for these dates, Patrick, is that this is the perfect time for viewing the Trailing of the Sheep Festival, with the Big Sheep Parade through downtown Ketchum, Championship Sheepdog Trials, say that 5 times fast, and the Wool Fest. The cabin has electricity, running water, and it sleeps 4. But there is some roughing it included with a well-made outhouse toilet for your convenience. And, you guessed it, we will throw in another basket of wine.
Hey, it just wouldn't be a BCB event. Great music, great wine. Sounds like it all goes together. Hey, this is a cool package, and Noel is all over it right now. Martin's been bidding though, right? Our fearless leader Martin has been bidding, but Noel is in the lead right now at $300. At $300, and the next increment's at 3 1/4. I'm gonna give Martin a chance at 3 1/4 before I jump it up a little bit, but it needs to come in at 3 1/4. And this is, you talked about trailing the sheep. Which was a concept I was not aware of. I've been to the Ketchum area several times in my career, but I've not been there when this has taken place. And so I thought we'd share with the group a little bit about what that looks like. How much fun does that look like?
That sheep parade just blows my mind. I don't know how you get that many sheep to walk down a street like that.
It's fascinating, isn't it? I mean,
Yeah.
I mean, I guess, what an opportunity to kind of experience something that, quite honestly isn't like a traffic jam in downtown Portland, right? I mean, it's a wow, what a different place and time, and so rewarding too. Hey, Noel is our leader right now at $300, and he may very well be getting it. We've had a couple of comments. I want to chime in here. Lena sent us a nice note. Thank you to BCB for being a place where my mom can showcase her talent. She gets nervous about her English, but I love that music is a universal language, isn't it? And what a great way to say it, Lena. I certainly hope I'm saying your name correctly, but I really appreciate you chiming in and tuning in tonight, and quite honestly, sharing your mom with BCB. I mean, I'm a huge fan just in the short time that I've been able to learn more about the programs and what you're doing. Yeah. Cool stuff. Hey, it looks like Noel is headed off to rope himself a cabin in Idaho, Miss Elizabeth, and we are going to wrap that one up, and we're going to sell it to Noel Erlbacher at $300, helping us grow the music tonight with an incredible gift of $300. Thank you so much, Noel. You've got an incredible opportunity. You're going to spend a few nights over there. You're going to see this incredible trailing of the sheep. And thank you so much for your incredible support of BCB. And so that takes us to our last package here, Miss Elizabeth. Where are we headed now?
Well, for this last package, we are actually headed to Cancun. This is 1 week, and it's either January 7th to the 14th, 2023, or the following week, January 14th to the 21st, in a luxury 2-bedroom master suite with ocean view in Cancun at the Royal Sands 2 Resort. Bring your extended family to this wonderful location with accommodations that include that ocean view, 2 bedrooms. It sleeps 6. There are 2 bathrooms. And the resort has 4 on-site restaurants, a sports bar, and 24-hour room service. Plus, there's a kids club, an activity center, a gym, a marina, a grocery store, an inter-resort shuttle, golf, and non-motorized water sports. And as if that wasn't enough, I know, I can tell I've already blown your mind. There are 4 pools, and one of them is an infinity pool looking out over the ocean.
Now, this is a special package. How cool is this package right here? And we got some bidding going on here, Elizabeth. And what's neat about here is I've got some exciting news for everybody out there in our audience tonight, right? And that is that our donor has reserved 2 weeks for our winner to choose from, right? As you already spelled out, you get your choice of either January 4 through 7 through 14.
There you go.
7 through 14, or 14 through 21 of this coming year, 2023. Now, I have it on good inside information. It will be miserable weather in the Beaverton area when January 7 through 14 and January 14 through 21 come around. Okay. And the big news is that our donor has said we can sell the second week, right? So not only are they going to give us the winner their choice of one of those 2 weeks, but they're saying that we can also sell the second week, right? So the way we're going to do this, Elizabeth, is that our high bidder will get first choice of the 2 weeks available. Okay. So when I say sold, that high bidder will have their choice of those 2 weeks. They will also have the option to purchase the second week for the same winning bid amount to benefit BCB and grow the music event tonight. Okay. So I want to be you're following me, right? Because you're an attorney. So I haven't said anything out of school.
that I might be less likely to follow you than that.
Well,
the winning bidder could have all of that for 2 solid weeks.
they could have, and that's what's beautiful about this, is that it is 2 back-to-back weeks, right? So you could have 2 weeks in this incredible resort, right? Now it's going to cost you twice the high bid, okay? But you could have both weeks. Now, if for some reason our high bidder chooses that they only want one of the 2 weeks, okay, then we will automatically offer it to our backup bidder, okay? Our backup bidder at the same winning price, right? So right now, let's just play this out because Martin is in the lead at $2,200, and our next bid is at $2,300 is the next bid. But our buddy Charles Sutton was in at $2,100. So if it ended right now, we would offer Martin his choice to have both weeks for $2,200 apiece, or he could choose one of the weeks, and then we would offer the second week to Charles at that same $2,200. Okay. Now I know I've said a lot, and I want to make sure I'm really clear. We're selling high bidder will get their first choice of the 2 weeks. They will also have the option to purchase the second week at that same price. If they choose to not have the second week, then the second week will be offered to the backup bidder. And otherwise, we will sell that second week on the open market here after the event if the second backup bidder did not want it. But our goal is here, folks. Our generous donor has made an incredible generosity and offered us 2 weeks here. And that is really, really cool. And Charles is in at $2,400. He has now overtaken Martin at $2,400. He's not messing around. He skipped one and went to 24. That makes it your turn, Martin, at $2,500. And folks, I think it's, sometimes, it's nice to take a look at where you're headed. And we just happen to have a short snippet from our friends at Royal Resort. This is what it will look like when it is pouring down rain and freezing cold in Beaverton, Oregon. Not even the BCB could keep me warm in those 2 weeks in January. Let's take a look. I'm not even sure I saw a cloud.
I don't think you did. It was beautiful.
And it did not appear that anybody was wearing their rain slicker either.
No.
No.
I'm guessing they didn't even pack those. They just left them at home.
Do you need me to stall a little bit? Maybe you want a bit. I mean, it's beautiful that time of year, but it's you think it was bad in the Beaverton area in January. Just wait till you spend your first January in Kennewick, right?
Yeah, it's gonna be cold.
This is kind of fun. Martin is coming to the party. Martin's in at $2,500. Charles, you need to be at $2,600 to bid. At $2,600. At $2,600 to bid. I'm bid 25. Looking for $2,600 bid now. 26 now. $2,600 bid now. 26. We're bid 25. Need to be at 26. Anybody can get in. Don't let Charles and Martin have all the fun here, folks. Now's the time. We're at 2,500 with Martin. Need to be at 2,600. At 2,600 to bid. At 2,600 to bid. Need to be at 2,600 to bid. Come on in, Charles. Need to be at 26. It's a nice round number at 2,600. I promise it'll grow back. Here we go. Need to be at 2,600 at $2,600. So you can't use all those kind of those flamboyant phrases in the law, can you? Here we go. I got 26. Attaboy, Charles. Thank you for coming to the party. Appreciate it. And we're at 26. Now 27. It's your turn, Martin, at 2,700. At 2,700 out of bid now. 27. Now 2,700 out of bid now. 27. Need to be at 27. At 2,700 to bid, at 2,700 to bid, at 2,700 to bid, at 2,700, need to be at 27. I'm at 26, need to be at 27, at 2,700 out of bid now, 27, now 2,700 out of bid now, 27, at 2,700 to bid, at 27, we're at 26, need to be at 2,700 out of bid, 2,700 to bid. Martin, don't tell me you're busy that week in January. Martin, you won't need tire chains to get to the concert in where you're headed. Need to be at 2,700. At 2,700 to bid. Carrie, I appreciate that you're on your kids' YouTube account. She says, if I didn't have to put kids through college, I'd be all over that. Well, you know what? We can work something out, Carrie. Just hit that bid button. Hit that bid button. She's going, hey. Hooty hoo, you guys. Hooty hoo. Here we go. We're living it up. At 2,600 is the high bid. Right now, I'm with Charles at 2,600. Need to be at 2,700 out of bid now. 27 now. 2,700 out of bid now. 27 at 2,700 to bid. At 2,700 to bid. At 2,700 to bid. We're going to sell it. Are we all in? All done? We're getting close. I need to bid. I need a bid. You need to bid for me there, Martin, if you're coming back, because it's going to be over. And hey, folks, if you're bidding on things in our online auction, that online auction will start closing in about 3 minutes at 8:30. At 8:30, the rest of our online auction will start to close. I do want to remind you, when I say start to close, what that means. If an item receives a bid, if a single package receives a bid in the last 5 minutes, so between now and the closing time of 8:30, it will extend automatically the closing time another 5 minutes and notify the person you outbid. So that way that we can have a real auction, right? So that people keep bidding until we're done bidding. So you've only got a couple more minutes in the online auction to place bids. And I'm going to sell this to Charles. We're going here at 2,600. This is our last live auction package. If you haven't bought a live auction package, folks, this is the last chance you're going to have tonight to support Grow the Music with our Beaverton Community Band. This is the last chance you're going to get to support Grow the Music and help grow the music in Beaverton by bidding on this package. You need to be at 2,700. All right, you know what I'm going to do just for you, Martin, because I'm going to pump it brakes a little bit. I'm going to put it in the slow lane, okay? And what I'm going to allow you to do is I'm going to allow you right now, Martin, you could bid 2,650 at 2,650 to bid. I'm at 2,600. Need to be at 26.5 at 26.5 at 26.5 to bid. Martin, I'm not giving any discounts here tonight. The bid always goes up, but I'm taking baby steps just for you. Need to be at 26.5 to bid. We're going to sell it at 2,600. Charles is going to have his choice of either week or both weeks. He could be in beautiful Cancun for 2 weeks if Charles Sutton would like. Here we go. We're going to wrap it up in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And I sold it. We sold it to Charles Sutton at $2,600. Now, we're going to follow up offline with Charles, and we will do exactly what we talked about, right? If Charles wants to pick which week he wants, and then we'll also, if he takes both weeks, he can do that. That would be 2 times $2,600. And if he doesn't take the second week, we'll offer it to Martin at $2,600, and then we'll figure out what to do that second week if Martin doesn't do it. But Martin was already at 25, so I think he wants to go. But we'll figure it up. How much fun was that, Elizabeth?
That was a ton of fun, Patrick. I really enjoyed that.
Yeah, it was a good time. And yeah, this is great. And the chat room is heating up. Carrie's in there, Kippy's in there. They're going back and forth, and of course, Maine's chiming in occasionally too. Doesn't surprise anyone, does it? That Maine's in there mixing it up on the technology. So hey, this is fun. Hey, you know what we've got going on next, Elizabeth, as we get close to wrapping up tonight, is we still have our Amazon gift card to give away. Okay.
That's
you ready
right.
for that?
Yeah, let's do that.
Let's throw it up there. Here's what we got, folks. This is the Wheel of Names. And we've got all of our purchasers, all of our buyers of tickets. Their names are on the wheel. Okay. And Elizabeth, I'm going to ask for your help. And I just want to have you help me out a little bit. And usually I would do this in a big audience, and we would say, hey, on the count of 3, we've got to go spin that wheel. Okay. And so you and I are going to do it. We're going to pretend, right? We're going to be kind of like the conductors. We've got our backs to the audience tonight, even though we're looking in the camera, right? But here we go. On 3, BSO in January. I have no idea what that is. And you don't have to be present to win the Amazon card, right? Yes, Maine, but if you win, you are present, buddy. So here we go. On 3, Elizabeth, help me out. 1, 2, 3. Spin that wheel. Who's it going to be? Who's it going to be? Looks to me like Lucinda Fair. Lucinda Fair. Is that someone you know?
It is not, but congratulations.
Well, maybe she's a new fan of BCB, and regardless, she has helped us grow the music tonight. Congratulations, Lucinda. Maine and the group at BCB will be reaching out to you and getting you your $500 Amazon gift card. How much fun was that? All righty, Miss Elizabeth, I'm pretty much wrapped up with you. Oh, it's Stephen Boyle's sister-in-law. So Stephen Boyle's sister-in-law has won. Even Carrie says, way to go, Lucinda. And this is going to be great. And hey, we even got a compliment there. How about that? Our buddy Carrie reaching out to us.
Thanks, Carrie.
Thank you so very much, Carrie. You've been a lot of fun chiming in tonight, even as Chrysanthemum 828. I love it. So this has been a blast. Why did you wrap it up for us there, Miss Elizabeth? And here we go.
Yeah, this has been a blast. Thank you, Patrick, so much for your help and for making this such a fun event tonight. I also want to thank the BCB Auction Committee. We had a whole committee of folks who helped put this together. I want to thank the board for their support, and especially want to thank all of our donors, everyone who joined us tonight to support us and to help us grow the music. As I hope everybody learned, Beaverton Community Band really is more than just playing with other musicians for a couple of hours a week. It's a family, it's a community, and it's in the community, working hard to ensure that we are enriching the lives of everyone in and around Beaverton. So if you haven't yet come out into the community to meet us and to hear us play, please do. We have some upcoming performances this summer. On June 26th at 3 p.m., we will be playing at the Patricia Reeser Center for the Performing Arts in Beaverton. On June 30th, we have a sax quartet that will be playing at David Hill Winery, and the time for that is still to be determined. On July 2nd, we will be playing at the Beaverton Farmers Market from 8 a.m. all the way until 1:30. So you can come on out, hear the band, do your shopping at the Farmers Market. And that's actually always one of my favorite events. That one's really fun. And then on August 25th, again, the sax quartet will be at David Hill Winery. And you can always learn more. And as performances are added, you can learn about those at the band's website, which is beavertoncommunityband.org. So thank you again, everyone, for joining us tonight and for all of your support of the band and our mission in the community. And as we leave tonight, please enjoy this performance from the Beaverton Community Band. Thank you.
And last minute there, want to reach out to Kippy Spear with a gift of $100. Thank you. Let's keep the going, folks, and let's check out that last performance. Thank you, Elizabeth. Appreciate all your help.
Thanks, Patrick.
Thank you.